Okay. This may be an unusually long load time. Yeah, don't mind. Sorry about that, just making a party. Let's get back into the game. Hey Nick. Okay. Where's my quest marker? There he is. Nope, that's leading out. Where is Abnathan? He's in Riverhold. Welcome to Elsweyr. Here we go.
A moment, please. Pardon my intrusion, but I have another message to deliver to you. And if you don't mind my saying so, it's good to see you again. More like a summons, really. Comes from Abnathan, who once advised Emperor Varen of Cyrodiil. He wants to see
yeah, Nick.
Northern Elsweyr.
Well,
Said it involves
it's because two people want to get the
raid
raid jacket, and I'm too low enough to help them, so it always gets me every time we do the encounter and we fail. It's always my fault, I feel like, so I've decided to pull out of the raid because everyone's going to be up high enough to complete the encounter and the next encounter. And there's nothing else for me to do in Destiny anyway. I've done all the dailies, so I'm stuck. But anyway, enough about Destiny. This is ESO now, so I'll be talking more about ESO than Destiny. Yeah, I gotta eat breakfast too, Nick, so I've got it sitting in front of me, so occasionally I might mute my mic and eat some breakfast. And I've also been dying to play this since it was on pre-order. Hence why I did the video of Merkmire, because Merkmire was a previous DLC. And Merkmire was pretty good. I ran it through 3-4 characters. And I've got a whole lot of content to do on this character. It's my new mag sword, my main. I've forgotten her name. Ariana Estelle Hineaway. Hineaway is actually a name of a place in Somerset. It's actually named after a family. I could tell you the lore on it, but I've forgotten it, so don't ask. Am I going the right way? Yeah. There's a world boss. What's that like? Is that a site-sigil portal? No. Why is there a... Okay. Oh. Way shrine. Yep. Here we go. Welcome to Rivenhold. Discovered. Did I say Wayshine? Yes, it's Wayshine. That Imperial that I talked to, messenger for Abner Farn, she stands here when you do the tutorial, when you create a new character. I've created a Necromancer, Khajiit, and she's there, but because I've already done the base quest line, I'm the Vestige. Vestige meaning I'm a hero who has no soul. My soul was ripped out by Molag Bal. I join up with Lyris Titanborn, Saisahan, Abnathan, and Valerian Aquilaris, and defeat Molag Bal. Well, I haven't done the Molag Bal bit, but yeah. Oops, ran past. Let's talk to Abner.
Ever the voice of
Oh, there
reason,
he is.
Peter. Ah, here comes someone who can help us now. I was beginning to suspect you were never going to arrive. After Calcevius and my half-sister manipulated us into inadvertently releasing a rage of dragons, Elsweyr has been overrun by the beasts. We do bear some responsibility, I suppose. So much better than flock or herd, don't you think? The Khajiit Defense Force isn't prepared to deal with a threat as big as dragons, especially since they were fighting to liberate Rimmon when the huge beasts arrived. Stay focused. We'll deal with that later. Right now, we must assist the Defense Force. Rendezvous with us at their command post. On your way, however, I have another task for you. I detected a series of power surges that I want you to investigate. I was formulating a spell to track the dragons when I noticed several surges of arcane energy not far from here. They reminded me of an old acquaintance. Has a way with portals. If it is him, I want you to secure his help against the dragons. Hard to say with certainty, but I don't believe so. They remind me of Sir Cadwell, who somehow opens portals with a power of similar intensity. Check the locations I marked on your map before you make your way to the defense camp. Lord Garesh Ree is the Speaker of the Main and the Commander of the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force. His aide, Chimera, serves as both a diplomat and a spy, though she would never call herself that. If you want to know more, feel free to ask him. My half-sister, Euraxia, conquered Rimmon and other parts of northern Elsweyr about 6 years ago. The Khajiiti Defense Force has slowly been taking back their province, but Rimmon is well fortified. And now, because of the dragons, things are worse. A militia drawn from the prides of northern Elsweyr. Garesh Ree, the Speaker of the Main, has taken command during this crisis. With Dominion troops busy fighting the Three Banners War, the Defense Force must deal with the Euraxians and the dragons. Ah yes, of course you do. He does get around. If Cadwell turns out to be the source of the power surges, learn what he's doing out there and ask if he will aid us against the dragons. For all his eccentricities, he has talents we can utilize.
Better talk to these two.
I suppose it is good to see you again, Walker. Someone must help Tharn clean up the mess he created at the halls of Colossus. Come to think of it, you share some of the blame, yes? Ah, do not mind me. Rampaging dragons put me in a foul mood.
It's got me right now with Destiny.
Trouble? More like
I said I wasn't going to talk about it again.
disasters.
Well, there you go.
Caravans devastated, livestock consumed, villages set aflame. It is more than the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force can handle. As much as I hate to admit it, we need Tharn's help. And yours as well, Walker. Damn Abner Tharn for translating the Wrathstone and finding that ancient ruin. He went in search of a weapon to end the Three Banners War. A weapon I told him was too dangerous, remember? And instead wound up releasing the dragons. Talk to Abner Tarn. He and the Speaker of the Main have been formulating strategies and contingency plans. Sometimes it feels like that is all they are doing. Maybe you can set fire to their tails, yes?
Just going to turn up the volume on my end. Sorry about that.
You're the adventurer who hid Abnur Tharn and Chimera at the halls of Colossus? The battle mage has been waiting for you. But where are my manners? Welcome to Riverhold in the province of Anequina. I am the Speaker of the Main. No. Matters in other parts of Elsweyr occupy the Main right now. That is why I am here. I originally arrived to take charge of the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force. Efforts to expel the usurper Euraxia Tharn were well underway when the dragons appeared. A few years ago, Abnur Tharn's half-sister conquered Rimmon and parts of northern Elsweyr. We recently liberated Riverhold and were about to do the same for Rimmon when the dragons spread across the land. It's almost as if they came to her aid. Talk to Abnur Tharn. He has agreed to serve as my advisor, a role he knows well from his years standing beside the Ruby Throne. His strategies and tactics for use against the dragons sound outrageous, but he knows what he is doing.
If you saw staggering frame rate there, I'm sorry, but ZeniMax servers, a lot of people on it, and the frame rates do happen. Drops on it. Oh man, I could have taken it on by myself. What is this? A letter? If that was a really long one, I would have skipped through. If you want to read, just pause the stream, but otherwise I'll... Oh, let's go to the next one. Soul Shard. Yay. And how the heck am I going to get up there? Sky Shard. Sorry, not Soul Shard, Sky Shard.
Indy's like looking at it going. Indy's like giving you.
I mean, I really need to kill something, so here we go.
It's like Sparky sitting on where Indy wants to snip or something.
Told you.
And then Indy's like, we're trying to get it.
Foul smelling sack. Rotten turkey leg. Interesting. Last one. Oh. That flying marker is a dragon. When they say there's dragons in Elsweyr, there's dragons in Elsweyr. Actually get an achievement if you kill a dragon. Hello? Runestone? Yeah, pick that up. The heck with making glyphs. You stick them on your armor, weapons. And that can help with potency of your staff, your sword, your shield. I'll worry out more about the other craft here.
No, Azazi. Never touch a Daedric monster, especially a dead one.
Don't be such a nervous netch. The dead can't hurt us. But where do you think it came from?
It stinks of Cold Harbor. Perhaps one of the Usurper Queen's lackeys summoned it, yes?
Yes, the cat is talking.
Well, we were. Remember, we didn't get.
Don't touch the dead thing, they do not tells me. Like I don't know how to handle a Daedric corpse. I wonder what killed it, though. Maybe it ran afoul of a dragon.
What a stench! That's the stink of Cold Harbor, Walker. How such a fearsome and dangerous creature ended up dead beneath our favorite rocky outcropping, this one does not wish to speculate. Only an extremely powerful mage could summon such a monster.
I watched you go from location to location, just like the man with the pot on his head. Are you one of the soldiers intent on digging up every plot of land? Or are you simply a
I was just about to say, oh, the man with the pot in his head.
through the wilderness?
Sir.
Do not play innocent with me, stranger. You must be working with that pale, gaunt fool with the ridiculous mustache. Why else would you be visiting the same places that he did? Unless... Are you an agent of the Usurper Queen? Euraxia, the hated Imperial who conquered Rimmon and falsely claimed to be its queen. Do not feign ignorance, outsider. I had just about enough of that when I talked to the man with the pot on his head. You sound as confused as he was. Kept talking to his pet lizard bird like he expected it to answer. The last I saw, he headed east. I suppose you'll find him in that direction, and south of Riverhold. Just stop skulking around.
It's great. Can't pick up a runestone. Oh well, doesn't matter. This is a true harpy, not like the Destiny. Ah, great. Could have charged me weapon up. It was a badger. Badger. Badger, 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 mushrooms, mushrooms, badger, 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 mushrooms, mushrooms, badger, 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 oh. Not that badger. Seattle. Seattle. It's on Somerset, so. Okay. There he is. Sir Cadwell.
Uncanny. Looks just like the lovely place I dreamed of. Must be why my portals led me here. Eventually. Ah, hello there. Good to see you again, chum. Have you come to pay your respects too? It was the strangest thing. I dreamed I was looking at this very gravestone.
Ah, typical.
Ah, hello there. Good to see you again, old chum. Have you come to pay your respects too? It was the strangest thing. I dreamed I was looking at this very gravestone. So here I came, and there it is, all solid and everything. Important? I have no idea. I suppose it must be. I saw it in a dream after all. Or was it a vision? I get those two confused. Anyway, I felt a sort of pull and stepped through a door, and then pish-posh, honours a bantam gua, and here I am. Tharn, you say, the grumpy battle mage. How is the old boy? The surges were probably just me. My portal took a few tries before we honed in on this exact location. Now, why don't you take a look at the gravestone and see what you make of it? Well, it took a few tries to find the exact spot I saw in my dream. A number of frightfully rude lads and lasses occupied the first location I visited, demanded my surrender, if you can imagine such a thing. Naturally, I gave them the old heave-ho.
Ah, good old Cadwell.
Foul smelling, I'll have you know, that was my lunch. Can't believe I lost it. And if by Bantam Gua you mean my faithful steed, Honor, well, he's always getting into my foodstuffs. Has the appetite of a mammoth and the cunning of a fox, that one. Dispatch? Why would I do such a terrible thing? I adore those adorable pudge buckets. Alas, Groot was standing a little too close when I opened my portal. Poor thing fell in and took a nasty spill. When the neck bone snaps, it makes an awful sound.
One fine day in the middle of the night, two dead men have to take a fight. One by one, they faced each other, drew their swords. Here lies the head of the betrayer, whose name has been stricken from history. May the pieces of his dismembered body remain hidden until Jonah and Joad fall from the sky.
Were the words the same for you? Sometimes written language likes to confuse me. Words change and switch places. Very annoying. Anyway, the gravestone mentions the betrayer. Sounds like a dastardly chap. Wonder if I ever met him. I don't have the slightest idea. The words inscribed upon it conjure up all kinds of questions, though. Who is this betrayer? Whom did he betray? Why did they bury only his head? And where did they put the rest of the poor fellow? I don't have a clue. Dragons? I haven't battled a dragon since... You know, I can't remember, but I'm certain I fought one or two in my day. I was a gallant knight, after all. Of course I'll help. I'll just need to do a little more digging into this dream thing first. Did you hear that, my trusty shovel? Dragons and mysterious graves. It's just like old times.
Get down. I'll deal with this.
There be dragon. There be dragon.
Oh, now you show up. Left me to deal with a dragon all by myself. It's a good thing I'm Abner Tharn and not, well, some lesser mage. I discouraged it. But not before it laid waste to most of the camp. We arrived to find the outpost being overrun by undead. Then the dragon attacked. I did what I could. I fear it wasn't enough. What about the power surges? Did you learn anything? The betrayer. There's a betrayer mentioned in the legends of Kunzari. It seems those stories continue to hound me. No matter. We can deal with that later. Right now, I want to know about Cadwell. Has he agreed to lend us his support? That doesn't surprise me. Cadwell and Strange go together like hot bread and butter. I need to recover my strength. Driving off that dragon took a lot out of me. Why don't you go help Chimera while I keep watch in case the great beast returns? Kunzari, hero of the Merethic era. Most of the legends are unbelievable, though the Khajiiti moon singers guard the secret history. Their tales led me to the halls of Colossus. But let's save this for a less dangerous time. Tell me about Cadwell.
We already did that bit.
Damn us for arriving too late. I did not expect to find our militia under assault by a horde of undead. And then the dragon. Oh, it tangles the tail, Walker, it truly does. The militia was already depleted from the fight to liberate Riverhold, but we were determined to press on toward Rimen. Between the undead and the dragon, though, we can barely hold this portion of the outpost. Retreat is not an option. Not yet. Our resistance to Euraxia's rule requires more than just soldiers. There are intelligence reports, safe house locations, lists of supporters, documents we cannot afford to lose. Search the ruined camp and locate the documents, Walker. They are vital to our efforts to free Rimen from Euraxia's rule. And if her forces acquire them, those who help us will be exposed. Recover the documents from mail sacks in the camp and get them to Captain Nalado. Then meet us to the south.
Tree branch. Okay. Oop. Zombie. And dead. There it is. First document. I know I could just follow the white marker, but it's very possible. That's a bit delayed. Another CP point. Okay, it's in there. Oh. Map. You bring some girl. Ooh. Bone flower. We got seasoning stack. Ooh, backpack. Flint. Bone colossus, not bone flower. Suppression field. Someone just fired their ult for no reason. Yes, when I made suppression field. Up, I'll show you. I'll go skills, suppression field. Direction Necromancer. 1 dragon, 2 dragon, red dragon, blue dragon, 1 set free from a cage, men in the sky form a murderous rage. Some are cruel, some are fast, some will flame you as they pass. Dragons will freeze you or burn you to bits, flying you with shouts, or drop you in pits. Look to the sky at dawn or at night, you may see dragons in murderous flight. What makes dragons mad? Where do you stay? I think I'm in combat. Oh my god, that's it. Okay, real sec. Two or four. Okay. There's 3. And then get 4. Oh, there's a skill to brute and a bone flare. Place 2 cares. Another necromancer. Trap. Keep calling the trap because I keep forgetting the skill name. I'll give it a combat. I'll show you the skill. It's called Daedric Tomb. Daedric Tomb 4. It starts off as Daedric something, ends up as Daedric Tomb. What do we got here? Melons, poultry, provisions, cooked food. So if I go with its cooking fire, like provisions, you can cook. As I said, this is my new main, so she's not a crafter. I got a crafter, Mirabelle Efebra, which means crafter in French. Probably butchered the saying in French. Yes, mother. He. Don't. feels like I'm going round and round in circles. Round and round and round we go. Call me Big Wheels. If I get more than 3 attacking me, I'm going to drop the ult. I think I tried to call him back up. And failed. Okay, find Captain Nalado. Do a quick explore.
If you're so fascinated by the dead, why don't you join them?
Cool, I like her already.
This one doesn't know you, but at least you aren't a walking corpse. This one must ask, why are you here? Right, moons! This one thought these were lost forever. You saved many lives at great risk to your own, Walker. You have Nalado's respect. This one will guard these documents with her life. That was one of Euroxia, the Usurper Queen's pet necromancer. His undead devastated our troops, so this one took pleasure in ending his existence. Now, Nalado must return to Riverhold and consult with Garashwi. We must find a way to go on. Euroxia's chief necromancer, Zumag Fum, has been with her for some time, but our intelligence suggests his followers have only recently rallied to her side. Find Abnortharn and Carmira. Tell them to meet us in Riverhold.
12. And she's a necro.
I've spotted dragons circling in the distance from time to time, but it doesn't look like the winged monster that attacked the camp will return today. Was your hunt successful? Did you recover the documents that Chimera sought? I must join them there. The Khajiiti forces have been decimated by this attack. It will take every strategy I can devise to help Garesh Ree prevent the collapse of his militia. The appearance of so many undead, though, that concerns me. Yes, I read the reports. Zumog Foom and his necromancers working for my despicable half-sister. Such magic leaves behind a miasma of stench and decay. It leads to the mountains to the west, but I can't pinpoint an exact location. Good idea. Dragons are bad enough, but undead tend to go on without end. Better to deal with them now, before Euraxia's power becomes more than we can contain. In such a direct manner? Yes, as far as we know. It could have been coincidence, but the attack felt designed to hit us when it would do the most damage. I wanted to send Chimera with you to find the source, but I have no idea where she's gone. Find the source of this army of undead, and if you see Chimera, send her back to Riverhold. She's as reckless as she is capable, which is a dangerous combination. I'll make my way back as well. After all, Garesh Ree would be lost without me. In case you haven't noticed, we two don't always see eye to eye. She can be impetuous and obstinate, truth be told. Chimera gathered a handful of soldiers and took off to the west. If you run into her, send her back to Riverhold.
That's my ultimate. It does damage. I love it. Prove me otherwise. Build the Daedric tomb. There's antelopes, but no zebras. Oh, shoot. For crafting light armor from 1 to 14. Yeah, another achievement. Oh, I drat. No, it's about to silence attack at level 6. Ah, side quest. Ignore. Ooh. Platinum scene. Grab that. Jewelry crafting. That person got it. No. What normally happens when two people run across the same thing? First one gets it, the second one just bounces up and down. Because jump is the same button as interact. Give you an idea of Elsweyr. I'm gonna zoom out. This is Elsweyr. That's the map of Elsweyr. There's the map of Elsweyr. Next to Reaper's March, Albator, Greenshade, Grotwood. There's Kanafi's Roost. And that's Tamriel. The comparative side, it's a huge map. Oh, Griffin. Okay, they're in. Griffins are in some set as well. I thought they were only in some set. Looks like they're in elsewhere as well. Cool. And like dodos. They're terror birds. I know, I should be writing. Ogres. Now they're everywhere. Magmire, you name it. I could just do it two-step. No, I don't want a great sword. Was it stave? Yes. Great sword? No. Harpies. Oh, another. Not a delve, another. I've forgotten the name they call it. Oh, there she is.
I did not expect to see you in this desolate place, Walker. Did Captain Nalado send you? Or have you come to join us as we hunt the dragon that killed so many of our warriors? Then our missions coincide. We can work together to destroy the undead and slay the dragon. It will be glorious. When we finish with the hunting and the slaying, we can report our success to Lord Gareshri. I do not take orders from that old battle mage. Besides, the blood of Khajiiti warriors cries for vengeance. To disregard that cry, that is not a shame I can bear. No, I must do this. I must strike back and show my people that hope survives. The worthy life is full of risk, Walker. I assumed you knew that, given what you do. I will tell you a secret, though. Before my parents died, they gave me a pendant. As long as I wear it, Jode watches over me and provides his protection. To Jode, yes, but also to my family and heritage. I suppose you could call it an heirloom. It helps me in my role as agent for Lord Gareshri, and that is all I will say about it. Now, let us go inside and find the necromancer and the dragon. With me! Stay close. We will hunt these necromancers down and end this dragon.
Silly me, I wasn't supposed to go that way. I'm going to go this way. They take the shortcut and I got to go the long way around.
creatures! Cut them down!
Monkey, this is ESO and I'm playing this from now on. Thanks to you guys.
For Elsweyr! For the main! Our enemy awaits, Five Claw! Destroy the Necromancer!
No more excuses. No more delays. Double your animated body will march us ahead of your
From your
forces.
foes! A cage of foes for your soul!
Magic. That is true magic.
Dragonfire, move!
morsel. Mulamnir would talk to you. Mulamnir wanted to thank you, little morsel. Your actions help set us free of our hated prison. Now, listen to the words I say. Mulamnir wants you to understand the challenge before you. Our puppet, Eurexia, commands a legion of soldiers, an army of necromancers, and a horde of undead. Add my dragon brothers, and the hopelessness of your cause becomes obvious. You and Abner Thorn set us free. You released us from the halls of Colossus. For that, I offer you this one last chance to survive. If you and the battle mage leave Elsweyr, my brothers and I will not hunt you down. Then you will die, but not before we slaughter your friends and set fire to Elsweyr. Once we reduce this land to so much ash, only then will I tear you apart. So promises Mulamnir, whose claws have dealt 1,000 deaths. Leave Elsweyr, little morsel. Tell the battle mage, if I see you again, you will die.
Fiveclaw, are you all right? I heard what the dragon said. Perhaps my confidence was a bit misplaced. That creature was much bigger than it appeared when it flew over the camp. I never jump without first knowing where my feet
What do you mean
will
by
land.
good?
Also, I have very sharp
And
claws.
no, I'm not reading chat at the
I
moment
lost so many today.
because not
The
many people
dragon,
talk in chat, so
that
why should I read it?
Mulamnir, it has much to answer for. We defeated the necromancer and shut down one of their undead foundries. We need you and Tarn, despite my dislike of the man. But what the dragon intimated about Eurexia, it called her its puppet. I fear the dragons control the Rimmen throne now. Yes, you must do that. I will join you after I take care of the remains of my soldiers. They died bravely and deserve to receive the proper sacraments. Go to Riverhold. I will see you there.
You did nothing wrong, monkey. You did nothing wrong. Just do your pitiful Crown of Sorrows raid and leave me alone. I got bigger dragons to fry.
there you are. Spare a moment for a chit-chat? If we've had this conversation already, then I wanted to thank you for the useful advice. But if I haven't seen you since our talk at that mysterious gravestone, which seems much more likely, then I could really use your help. Did I mention the dreams? Visions, really? They come and go without warning, like seeing through someone else's eyes. Quite disconcerting in an interesting sort of way. Anyway, my trusty shovel and I, we searched that entire grave, and it was gone. The betrayer's head, the dreams, the visions, they drew me there, but someone got to it before I did. I have the strangest sensation in the pit of my tummy. It could be the cobweb porridge I had for breakfast, or something bad is about to happen. Well, that's sort of like leaping from the cliffs of failure without a rope, or at least without tying the end off first. I can't tell you how many times I've made that mistake. Oh, Abner wants to see you. He's in the town hall with the cat general.
At this point, we need to come up with a plan that takes into account Euraxians, necromancers, and dragons. I proposed a few options, but Gareshri wasn't sold on any of them. Tell me, what of Chimera and the source of the undead? You paint a troubling picture, my friend. Still, we need to celebrate every victory we achieve. I fear such triumphs will be few and far between. Do you have anything else to report? My half-sister likes to think that she's in charge. She won't take kindly to being called a puppet. As for leaving Elsweyr, I think not. Obviously, this Mulamnir fears us. Otherwise, the dragon wouldn't have deigned to talk to you. Every conversation I have with Cadwell makes my head throb, but one mystery at a time, if you please. Now, if only I could get my half-sister to listen to reason and see that the dragons are using her. A parley? I may not like her, but we are family. Besides, it would give the Khajiit time to regroup. You're beginning to think like a Tharn, my friend. Here, take this. Gareshri gave it to me, but I refuse to accept payment for my services.
Hi, Kieran.
A parley with Euraxia is a capital idea. I'll send word to Rimmon to expect us. I imagine my half-sister will treat us as befits my station and agree to the meeting. Attend to any other matters if you must, then see me when you're ready to leave. It just so happens I already have one. It involves distracting my half-sister with wit, charm, and words she barely comprehends. Oh, and you. Euraxia never could resist a pretty face. You'll pretend to be my bodyguard and personal valet. Consider it obfuscation to hide your true purpose. We don't want to give Euraxia a reason to react poorly to overtures of reconciliation. Not that I expect to reach an accord.
It's going okay, Kieran.
Meet
I
me
won't
in
talk
Rimmon
anymore
and we'll
about
enter
it.
the palace together.
I'm just playing this to calm yourself down. About a personal issue, Kieran. I'm not going to talk anymore about it, so don't ask.
Go on, go on. I'm capable of traveling to Rimmon on my own. We'll meet up at the city gates and go to the palace from there. I'm relatively certain Euraxia will honor the parley, but be prepared for anything. She's still a Tharn, after all. We're not very close, in case I haven't made that abundantly clear. Euraxia is an accomplished mage in her own right. My younger sibling has always been ambitious, but I didn't realize the extent of her aspirations until the Frostfall coup.
Yeah, let's just say I'm trying to calm down by playing this, but that little personal issue just makes me more riled up.
About 6 years ago or so, while Emperor Varen was busy with his rebellion, Euraxia took advantage of the confusion to lead a column of Nibonese mercenaries into northern Elsweyr. She declared herself Queen of Rimmon and its adjacent fiefs.
And I don't really want to bring it up in this stream. I'd rather play the game. It's for the game, not for my personal problems.
Of course not. The Khajiit call her the Usurper Queen, remember? Once Varen became Emperor, he had other problems to worry about. Same with Queen Irene. As long as the Alliance War occupies her forces, the Khajiit are on their own out here.
I'm playing ESO, Kieran. Elder Scrolls Online. Those 2 streams I did with Merkmeyer, that was the preceding DLC for this. This is the Elsweyr DLC. We go to the Khajiit homeland called Elsweyr. No, I'm not joking. The name of the place is Elsweyr. It's in the map above. Elsweyr. Oh. I forgot to talk to them. Thanks, Nick.
A parley with the Usurper Queen. I doubt she'll agree to any sort of diplomatic solution. But it will buy us time to replenish our resources.
Yeah.
Very well. Take Tharn and meet with Euraxia. In the meantime, we will rebuild what remains of the militia.
Actually, there's a bit of backstory to the name of the Khajiit homeland. I don't know when, but they were talking to one of the creators of Elder Scrolls Online, and he was saying, oh yeah, these people come from this place, and these people come from this place, and these people come from this place. And they asked him, where did the Khajiit come from? And he said, elsewhere. And it stuck.
She marched into Anequina with a mercenary army and conquered Rimmon. Her forces killed the royal family, and she illegally proclaimed herself queen. That makes her a usurper. I pray I live to see her pay for her crimes.
What do you mean you don't care,
The
Nick?
idea of talking to the usurper queen. We should be stabbing her in the neck. Still, Nalador sees the necessity, even if she doesn't like it. Euraxia will almost certainly betray you, so be careful when you face her, yes? By marching into Elsweyr with a mercenary army and slaughtering our rightful Khajiit rulers, not only did the usurper slay our king and queen, she murdered the rest of the royal family. Her crimes, they swarm around her like flesh flies on dung.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I went the wrong way. Yeah, trying to, Kieran. Oh, Dune Ripper. Ah. September, you talking about Destiny's next expansion? Yeah. Yeah. Love it. Sorry, I'm just doing something, so... Send a message to the guild. Oh, there he is.
I expected sorrow and despair, but the situation here goes beyond even my prophetic inklings. On the surface, yes, but peace through tyranny provides false harmony. Euraxia uses fear and threats of violence to keep the Khajiit in line, making them second-class citizens in their own province.
Yeah, I can't
It
help you,
appalls me to
Kieran,
think
with that.
Euraxia and I are related.
You could try playing another game. I don't know. Watch a movie, relax, read a book, listen to music. I don't know. Watch a stream. Give thumbs up, thumbs down if you don't like it.
It would be better if I showed you. Follow me and I'll demonstrate the true depths of my half-sister's villainy. Her grip on Rimmen is far tighter than it appears.
Ah, let's look at the tour.
Very well. But what I'm about to show you isn't for the faint of heart. Follow me. Have you ever visited a Rimmen workhouse? They treat the Khajiiti workers worse than slaves. It's that building over there. For most of Rimmen's Khajiit, it's the only job available to them. The workhouse serves to snare the poor and the destitute, those who fall behind on their debts. They come here to find employment and earn a decent wage, but the costs deducted to pay for room and board leave them worse off than they were before. One of the first things Euraxia did after declaring herself queen was to institute tariffs and fines that apply only to Khajiiti citizens. No one else needs the workhouse. A cruel tactic, but effective. The Rimmen Khajiit? No. Any complaints incur fines for causing a public disturbance or some other inane ordinance. No one wants to risk falling even further into debt. It's ingenious. Monstrous, but ingenious. Oh, Euraxia is clever. She pays the Khajiiti, and the workhouse isn't technically a prison. On the surface, it appears to be a place that helps society's unfortunates, but underneath, it's slavery without any of the uncomfortable trappings. Now, let's visit the Rimmen marketplace. Take a look around. Business seems to be thriving, but appearances can be deceiving. It may be hard to see, but the Khajiiti merchants struggle to keep their stalls open, while the less bestial business people rake in the profits. Euraxia would have you believe it's a matter of work ethic, but we know better. Unfairly doesn't begin to cover it. Khajiiti merchants must deal with high tariffs, extra inspection fees, costly licenses. Euraxia's squeezing them for every piece of gold imaginable. She even instituted a fur tax. On the surface, it seems reasonable to make Khajiiti pay for extra inspections to ensure their fur isn't getting into the products they sell. And while they do shed, it's just another way to discriminate against the rightful citizens of this land. Come along. I want to show you the improvements Euraxia made to the palace walls. See the trebuchets? Notice how they're aimed into the city below. See how the siege weapons sit upon the walls? When it comes right down to it, you're looking at the siege.
Sorry, can I fix that? Better.
See how the siege weapons sit upon the walls? When it comes right down to it, you're looking at the secret of my half-sister's success. How else do you think Euraxia maintains order and keeps the Elsweyr Defense Force at bay? She declared publicly, and has repeated often, that any attempt to liberate Rimmon will see her unleash the full fury of the siege weapons upon the city. If Euraxia can't have Rimmon, then neither can anyone else. She'd destroy the city in a heartbeat if she thought she was in danger of losing control. Of course, she tells her non-bestial subjects that only the Khajiit districts are targeted. Absolutely not. But the lie makes her supporters feel better. The Khajiit know that even a peaceful protest could result in the destruction of Rimmon. So far, no one has dared to challenge Euraxia's will in this matter, and for good reason. When we get to the palace, let me do the talking. As the Elder Tharn, I'll demonstrate my dominance over Euraxia and negotiate a cessation of hostilities.
Here come Queen Euraxia's guests now.
I don't like the looks of these meddlers. I say we feed them to the dragons and be done with it.
So you're Abner Tharn's bodyguard and valet. Not what I expected. I assume you want to follow your master into the Queen's inner sanctum, huh? I'll allow it. But first, I want to gauge the measure of your marrow. I am Queen Euraxia's chief necromancer. You may call me Zumog Foom. The other grave callers answer to me. And this is my familiar and confidant, Sir Cadwell the Betrayer. Ah, yes. The Betrayer saw you when it looked through the soul-shriven's eyes. The creature you know is a pale shadow of the dark night that once walked these lands. I exhumed his remains and reanimated him. Well, his head, it was all I could find. My actions don't concern you. I just wanted to meet Abner Tharn's lackey and determine if Queen Euraxia had anything to fear. The answer is quite clear. Your insignificance rivals that of the soul-shriven fool, which makes you eminently forgettable.
Now about the rest of my body, O pestilent one.
Your insults won't hasten the process, betrayer.
But there's a terrible draft in what used to be my nether regions.
Presenting Abner Tharn, Grand Chancellor and Overlord of Nibene, Imperial Battle Mage of the Elder Council, and Patriarch of the Tharn Dynasty, and his bodyguard.
Ah, half-brother.
Your arrival, it's so unexceptional.
Pretending to be a queen isn't...
Hush, Abner, you bore me. Bodyguard, you look interesting. Come talk to me.
You heard her. Good luck.
My sources indicated that my half-brother's associate was somewhat taller. Oh well. Now, why in the world should I even consider negotiating with members of the losing side? A warning? How thoughtful. You do know that I defeated the Khajiiti army and took control of the Rimmon throne? I am no one's puppet, I assure you. But why do you suppose I have anything to do with dragons? Sweet talk? From an associate of my half-brother? I'm flattered. Shall we retire to the dungeons? We'll engage in the most interesting activities, you and I. You'll positively beg for mercy right up until the end, and then I'll give you to Foom. Do not attempt to sway me with your silver tongue. Mulamnir and I have a special relationship, an understanding. The dragons will secure my hold over Elsweyr, and there's nothing you or my pathetic half-brother can do to stop them. Enough! Zumog Foom, what news do you bring?
The Desert Wind Adaptorium has fallen. We move against Riverhold on your word.
Then the word is given. Now, half-brother.
Treachery? How could I ever have anticipated this?
Guards, take them to the dungeons.
I think not. Well, I suppose that could have gone better. I prepared for Euraxia's probable betrayal. Unfortunately, my teleport spell wasn't quite able to penetrate the palace wards, so we wound up down here, in the palace sewer. We heard two things of note. First, Euraxian forces have invaded the Desert Wind Adaptorium for some insidious purpose. And second, my vile half-sister ordered an attack on Riverhold. One thing at a time, my companion, one thing at a time. I need to recover my strength after teleporting us into this skeever hole. I'll need your help to get out of here. Then we can deal with both Desert Wind and Riverhold.
Okay, I will continue this. I'm just gonna give one of my clan, guild mates a vampire bite. So I'm just gonna change to my vampire. Then I'll get back to this. No. No. Are you in the guild? If you're in the guild, I will give you the food. Okay. Now let's get back to Elsweyr. It's always a call when you got a vamp and a werewolf and people want bites. Give out free vampire werewolf bites because it costs a lot. As soon as I get to my main, I'll show you why. Because there's 3 ways of getting a vampire werewolf bite. 1, you buy it from the Crown store. I'll show you the price in a minute. 2, you go to specific shrines in a few places and you ask for a bite. Or 3, you go wandering in areas and trying to find an NPC that will bite you. Now that vampire bite. I didn't want to grab that, but I'll grab it anyway. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Costs you 1,500 gold for a bite. No, sorry, 1,500 crowns. Crowns are in-game currency which you have to buy with real money. Save your money, get a free bite. Okay. Now back to the quest. Elsweyr. Left or right? If people in chat, left or right? Which way you want me to go? Left or right? Karen, you still there? Which way would you like me to go down the corridor? Left or right? No answer? I'll go left. What was that? Oh. Here we go again. Another raffle. Ah, right. Okay, Nick, thanks. Lucky I didn't go down left. Marvelous architecture. Oh. Oh. So I think I just turned around. Yeah, I did. I went right and got lost. Yeah, you're right, Nick. Don't take the left at Albuquerque. Okay, that's the entrance. Interesting. Ah. Oh. I'll take that. No. I think I stumbled into Elder Scrolls equivalent of Batman. Okay. I think I'll stick to this side.
The way out, finally. I can't abide another moment in this stench.
I'll be right back. Sorry, I switched off the headset before I said it. And I'm back. Okay. I want to talk to Abner, not to those two dragons.
Well, that's an experience I won't be adding to my memoirs. We'll separate here. Make it harder for Euraxia's lackeys to follow us. Now. Things actually turned out better than I expected. We know that Euraxia wants something from the Desert Wind Adeptorium, and we know she's about to launch a counter-strike against Riverhold.
Abner, I want to know, one, why are you keep looking behind your shoulder when you're standing in front of a boulder wall?
That's not exactly true. If my power wasn't depleted... Well, let's not digress. I'll go to Riverhold and warn Garishri. We'll make sure the city is ready for the attack. Meanwhile, you find out what's happening at the Desert Wind Adeptorium. Adeptoriums serve the same function as monasteries in other parts of Tamriel. Desert Wind and its adepts follow the order of Jean Kaj. It's west of here, on the northern lip of the scar. Look for a side entrance if the main door is blocked.
Side entrance if the main door is blocked. Side entrance if the main door is blocked. Okay. Pull up the map. Okay, that's where I gotta go. Deadbeat dragon.
Sure as bones. Rigert knew he should have brought more mead.
Oh, good old Rigo the Brush. I like Rigot. As the story goes, the Rigot one day he said, "Why are you doing this pitiful Three Banners War?" And the next they sent him as an ambassador to the Nords. Ah, funny tale. Now I'm kicking myself. I should have streamed me Somerset. Oh well. Nords are good fighters, and they love their mead. Oh, frame rate drop. The frames, they're dropping on me. Okay, it's down this road, and I'll hit the main road. Better get them out. There we go. Sigil portal. Sigil portals. Where can I find these Sigil portals? Sigil portals is tied up with the Sigil Order skill line, which you get from the Somerset DLC chapter. Somerset. You actually start at Shimmerine. And here. Talk a Raz, and then you do a Tyre quest. And then you meet up with a Valsarin. Tells you to head here, and then you head to Arataeum. And you meet the Sigil Order and Tower. And then you start the Sigil Order quest, and then you unlock Sigil portals, which pop up all over Tamriel. You collect loot. Where am I and how far? Where my Masterworks? Oh, it should be a crafting station. Yep. Okay, what have we got here? We have blacksmithing. Cool. And the woodworking. Yes, in this game you can deconstruct items for materials, and you can collect materials, and you can literally make your own weapons and armor. Okay. What's the life of me? Looks like it's only woodworking and... That's weird. Oh no. Clothing. Oh no, I can't destroy that. Jewelry crafting station. See? Create jewelry, or you can create a set. To create a set, you must need to know a trait, which is this. Once you know it. For this set, you only need to know one more trait. Oh, 2 traits. Okay. And then you can create a ring with stats. World boss. Thana the Grave Prowler. His health bar and those 3 golden things on each side denotes his health bar.
You disrupted my work. Now, suffer the consequences. None before I. You learned your lesson, you.
And any red line you see is AoE's. Area effect. Oh! And he killed me. Wow. Well, that's one world boss. Yeah, they're hard to beat. Literally. See, I'm 534 CP, but I still get my butt kicked. Occasionally you'll hear a music cue. That's my Daedra. They keep... Oh, hello. They got a habit of starting fights. These two things, Clan Fury, no, that's Minotaur. Twilight Matriarch. See, I could run past this Minotaur, and the next second those two will just attack. And then you cue the battle music. Oh, or not. Whoop. There we go, just heard it. Too late. Okay, almost south. Ah! Direwolf. Tiger Stripe. Almost Tasmanian tiger-like. What do we got? We got a group dungeon. get XP for discovering areas like dungeons and delves. More material. That's above me. I think. Aye, I'm below the road. No, nothing. Just looking up at that shadow of a vulture flying overhead. It was just frame rate of it flying overhead was staggered. Another world boss. Bone pit.
Cold or flu or something?
Okay. That's a good thing or a bad thing? I think it's a bad thing that there's no world boss in there. Oh. To see how this goes. Might wrap up stream or not.
Seal the gates. Let no Euraxian enter this holy place.
Okay. Find a way in the auditorium. Oh look, it's the area I went to. Recognize the Imperial somewhere. Crouching for a reason. The reason will get obvious once I do it. I can't because one's facing one way and one's facing the other. Great. I can't take him out one by one. Oh, I want to set the trap. This will help out. Good grief, level 7. Trips him off. This is a delve, or a dungeon. They're all over Tamriel. And the bigger ones are group dungeons where you need a group. Well, you don't. You can go in solo, but they're set up for group. Oh look, Sky Shard. Now, how to get that one? Okay, so, yeah, I get it. So go this way and then come around and get it. So go this way. Adorable. Level's okay. Level 6. Yeah. When you start a new character in ESO, you do the tutorial and elsewhere. Every DLC has a tutorial. It becomes the start off point. So if we go down here. Should be able to get the Sky Shard and then start up. Yeah, okay, so stay in left, right. Daedric's Tomb is good because I follow Zynode's builds, I should say. It does group damage and also immobilizes them like a trap. It's great. Okay. Lag. found me some gold. Okay, where am I gonna go? Bugger, I'm gonna go right. This is what I wanted to do earlier. Ah! Spray. Actually, I should go forward, see if there's a boss in this area or in that one. There's always a boss in a delve. Kill this guy before he turns around. Shit. Spotted. Blade of Woe. Holy dolly. Any more? Sorry if the audio's dropping out. I'm hearing it too, so I'm picking it up. Okay, what's this? There we go. Del boss. He's dead. Desert Wind caverns complete. It's always funny when you go over here, you kill the NPCs and you come back and there's the dead body of the one you killed, but they respawned. The bodies do disappear though, but it's funny. Kill the monkey.
Invaders! This one will not allow you to enter this holy place. You do not look like one of the Usurper Queen's soldiers. Who are you, and what are you doing down here? The Speaker of the Main sent you? This one expected we were on our own, what with the dragons and the battles to the north. Zamorak came down here to seal this path. But now he thinks the Uraxians seek the Grand Adept. Desert Wind holds many Khajiit secrets, and the keeper of those secrets is the Grand Adept. If you truly want to help, follow Zamorak to the Grand Adept's chambers.
That's interesting. I was wondering where we're going to meet him up, because in the tutorial you meet him earlier.
Nine Winds, no! Get to the door! Go! Save the Grand Adept! Zamorak cannot hold this for long.
Oh, gotta enter. Okay, why'd I turn around? Yeah, it is, Nick. It's a good game.
Go. This one will find another way inside.
When I had some downtime on Destiny 2, I played this for a while. Hence why I've got 10 characters total now. Well, I had 8 or 9. Oh, another boss. Lieutenant Lepida. Or Lepida, or...
You're too late. The Grand Adept revealed all before I killed her. None can deny Euraxia or her champion.
Not good when I'm standing on a...
I will wipe out the entire order.
Did it again. She would stop teleporting. Might be able to do this.
This can't be happening.
Oh, it's yeah, it really is cool, Nick. I'm just gonna, sort of repeat, but yeah, combat wasn't good, but it's getting better. But the storyline is awesome.
Help me! Don't let Zumog Foom take my soul! Zumog Foom! This is the Necromancer's doing. Even in death, I continue to serve. He called it a blessing. Said it would protect me. Damn it! He claimed my soul! Please, you must help me. Release me from this curse! We came for an ancient secret, protected by the Grand Adept. She put up a good fight, I'll give her that. Zumog Foom seeks the location of the betrayer's body parts. I learned where the dismembered corpse was hidden. Now, please, help me!
You are wrong. The secret belongs to me. What the battle mage knew in life, she whispers to me in death. Soon Riverhold will fall, and the betrayer will be restored.
Let the fourth wind open the way. Grand Adept. No. Zamorak has failed. This one was too slow. Again.
This one knocked a hole in the wall. Yeah.
What has happened here? Who killed the Grand Adept? Zamorak thanks you for avenging the Grand Adept. But why did they attack this peaceful Adeptorium? Why kill a harmless old student of the Desert Winds? The Usurper Queen made a mistake when she had the Grand Adept killed. Whatever they came to find had an unintended consequence. It has roused the students of the Desert Winds. Zamorak pledges the Adepts to Gareshri's cause. Euraxia will fall. We are not many, but we are strong. The Adepts of the Desert Wind will aid the city. Zamorak will see you there, after he makes sure the Grand Adept receives the proper blessings.
You're thinking, yeah, they're unarmed, and they're standing in a doorway. If that guy punched a hole through a thick wall, what can they do? Ah! Flying body! Where is that now? Oh. Okay. Bugger. Fast travel. That's fast traveling. I'm just going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's talk to Abner. Yep.
I informed Garesh Ree and Chimera about what happened in Rimmon. They're mobilizing our remaining forces even as we speak. Now, tell me, what did you learn at the Desert Wind Adeptorium? I often wondered who Cadwell was before he became a soul shriven. I know the tales of the betrayer, but I never equated the two. The Cadwell we know is so not that. We'll deal with Zumog Foom after we save Riverhold. Anything else to report? Well, that's a bit of welcome news. Many of the adepts have remarkable martial skills that we could surely make use of. Speaking of which, are you ready to help defend the city? For now, recover your strength and prepare yourself. Euraxia's forces will arrive soon, and we'll need you ready for the battle to come. And here, take this. Garesh Ree keeps handing me pouches, but I have little use for Khajiiti gold. Multiple Cadwells, necromancers, dragons, and now Euraxian soldiers marching on Riverhold. This day just keeps getting better and better. Regardless, there's much to do and not a lot of time to do it. Yes, but Garesh Ree's scouts report that they're on their way. Our parley seems to have aroused Euraxia's anger. What remains of Elsweyr's militia has taken up positions around town, but I fear they are too few in number. They need your help. Garesh Ree has placed the defense of the city in Chimera's hands. She moves the Desert Wind adepts, every volunteer she could muster, and what remains of the militia like pieces on a game board. Report to her, and she'll give you your orders. Find Chimera outside and see what she requires. Euraxian soldiers will soon reach Riverhold. When that happens, all oblivion will break loose.
I sent Chimera out to coordinate the city's defenses while Tharn and I continue to refine our strategy. Can we hold this city, or should we fall back? I hope the battle mage can pull a miracle out of his ear, but we cannot count on that. Chimera knows Riverhold and its people well. Her training has prepared her for this. She is more than capable of organizing our defenses and converting our strategies into actionable tactics. She is very good at getting things done. When Euraxia first conquered our home, she occupied the entire upper tier of northern Elsweyr, from Riverhold to Rimmon. It took many years and much blood to retake the northwest and confine her to Rimmon. I have no doubt she will attack. It won't be easy, but our strategy is sound and Chimera excels at executing tactics. Between Captain Nalado's remaining warriors and the Desert Wind adepts you brought, we should have the forces we need, provided Euraxia does not send a dragon.
Yeah, there's a Khajiit called Mayak, the liar. I think, if I recall, if you played Skyrim you meet him, or a few other games. It still is one big Khajiit.
Oh, this spring attaches to the widget with a hook. Then put bar salt in the tiny nook.
This one fought to leave violence and anger in the past, but Joan and Jode followed their own path. Zamarak suspects you really want to talk to Chimera though, yes?
We need your cart to help barricade the city, Grishka. The main will compensate you for any damage.
I'll talk to Chimera and I might end the stream.
I knew nothing good would come of Abner Tarn's efforts to make peace with the usurper queen. Now she turns her attention to Riverhold. We must protect the city, no matter what Euraxia throws at us. So many have answered the call. Zamarak and the Desert Wind adepts, the people of Riverhold. Even that strange Adler. And now you, Five Claw. Excellent! I have things that need to be done, but not enough hands to do them. The outlying farms are vulnerable to attack. We need to get the farmers inside the walls before Euraxia's forces arrive. Go to Greenleaf Farm and convince Zazie to move her family. After that, I will send word as to what I need you to do next.
Wait, Walker. Zamarak will accompany you. This one would go with you to the Greenleaf Farm. The farmers there were kind when Zamarak passed that way on his return. He would help you convince them to find safety inside the town. Exile. Circumstances forced Zamarak to leave the land he loves. This one never imagined returning to Elsweyr, but here he is. Zamarak will help, though he prefers to utilize his healing skills over his martial abilities. Zamarak understands, but that may be easier said than done. The last time this one used his martial skills, well, things did not go well. We can discuss this more later. Now let us go help the farmers. The farm lies to the northwest of the town. The fastest way to reach the farm is through the gate in the western wall.
Oh well. Then with that, I'm going to end stream. I will pick this up later. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you like it, give a thumbs up. Or, you know, thumbs down. I'll stream the continuation of this another time. Okay? Thanks for watching.
Wanna come in?